What's up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving 2022. It is currently 10:25 at night on Thanksgiving, and just wanted to take a second to thank you, everyone. Excuse me. Just feeling entirely grateful for everything, and thank you so much if you have supported the Social Sync project of mine. If you've come to a show, if you watched a video, if you've bought any merch, or just supported in any way, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This project means the world to me, and it is, I don't know, like I always say, just want to keep it going, and hopefully one day it's something that I can fully live off of. I have some plans in the near future here to maybe go part-time around this time next year and just kind of wean off a little bit and really ramp up like merch and maybe doing some like advertising on the podcast and getting that out to the world and really gunning for it. So thank you so much for supporting this, and let's keep it moving. So this last week, holy shit, oh my god, last weekend was fucking insane. Friday night, I think I vlogged, and then I was super tired, or not tired, but like rushed the last vlog because I was going to band practice. But yeah, Friday was fucking unreal. I had a pretty I guess gray, cloudy week last week, and then Friday, I was just so excited to be done with work that week, and it was kind of a last second thing. Scarlett D'Amour, Kat is the main singer of that, and Trash, her partner from Totally Cashed. It was the last second that they came onto the podcast Friday night, so all of Friday I was actually kind of nervous for them to come over, and I wasn't sure if they were both going to be on the podcast, but they showed up. It was super fun. I've met them before, but never have had like a real conversation with them for like a long period of time, and it was really, really fun. You can check out that podcast, and it was like right before Scarlett D'Amour played at the Washroom. So Trash and Kat came over, had a podcast just with Kat, and Trash was just like sitting off to the side, and chatted with them afterwards and just kind of kicked it. It was super fun, and they drove me to the show. Pulling up with those two, they're from Chicago, and Trash's band Totally Cashed and Scarlett D'Amour. Man, I really, really respect what they're doing in the Chicago scene. They were really modest about it, as I feel when asked the question, like, how big are you guys in the city? And but just from an outsider's perspective, it really seems like they're, if not one of the biggest artists in their scene, like not even in indie punk, grunge, just music scene in Chicago. So it was really fucking cool, and just a good time. There's such lovely, awesome people. And so inspiring, honestly. So showed up with them. That was really badass. I felt so cool. And then that bill at the Washroom was Lunar Moth. Shout out Lunar Moth from Madison. It was Scarlett D'Amour from Chicago, and then Shuby from like Oshkosh, Madison area. And my god, that whole show was so fun. The boys of Diet Light were there. The Deadbolts were there, who the next day we had a show with, Diet Light and the Deadbolts. All Scam Likely. I don't know. Max said this on Saturday at our show. He's like, holy shit, it was like the Met Gallery of the Midwest music scene, as everyone was there and just hanging out. And it was really fucking cool because it was an all non-local bill, and there was just a fuck ton of people there. I think they had to stop letting people in at some point. But shout out the Washroom, man. It's definitely a staple in the Milwaukee music scene, DIY. And that place is fucking awesome. And it was just a really great time seeing everybody. I got a little drunky and slime scootered back to my girlfriend's house later that night. And she made me some pasta that was really yummy. So shout out Sheila for that. And then the next day, just kind of hung low, I believe, during Saturday, because I had the show at the Cactus Club for Diet Light's EP release, Dumb Bird, out now. And I don't know if I did anything crazy on Saturday during the day, but at night, man, holy shit. I was kind of nursing a hangover the whole day, but yeah, got there pretty early, set up, and then the green room I've never been in before. It was open, and it's basically an Airbnb above Cactus Club. And we were all just hanging out up there. Got some paninos from Grappies across the street with the boys of Diet Light, so that was really fun. And then we're all just kicking it up in the green room. And we were at 91 pre-sales before the show, and the max was 140. And we're just chilling up there. There's two guitars and a big organ and a tambourine. We're just all hanging out, shooting the shit. Deadbolts had a whole bunch of people with them from Chicago. And then we opened up the night. I didn't know it sold out until after our set, but holy motherfucking shit. That was one of my, I feel like I say this a lot, but that show was definitely like top 3 shows ever, maybe 2. I don't know. That show was so much fun. The crowd was just so electric, even just us opening. And um, earlier in the day, I was like, damn, I really want to fucking crowd surf. And there's this point in Estabrook where I was like, if there's a point, it's during that song. And I didn't even tell my bandmates about it, but just fucking did it. And it was just so much fun, and people were just jumping around most of the set, and the energy was there. It felt really good to kick off that night. Then the Deadbolts played and Diet Light played, and it was super fucking fun. And yeah, an overall good night. So thank you all so much for coming to that show. And then let's see, Sunday. What did I do Sunday? Believe I probably just hung out or something. And then throughout this week, so Monday I did a podcast with Queese Terry, who is a rapper in Milwaukee here. So we have a mutual friend. Shout out Willie. And I've ran into Queese a few times through Willie, and just such a nice guy, and just good energy all around. So I had him on, and we had a good conversation. I felt like I was a little just like not entirely present, I guess, most of that podcast. Willie was maybe gonna come over, and his other friend Loki, and yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't entirely there, but it's up on YouTube if you want to check it out. And I was kind of in my head about it, but I just keep telling myself like, just keep going. Like they're just gonna get better. Like this literally just started, so really trying to have that perspective of like this is just the early stages, especially with the podcast. So keeping that moving. And I just got a new setup with some stuff I found in the loose storage lockers at work. So I have a new setup now with some new chairs and a TV screen, and this cool like vinyl player that doesn't even work but just looks really cool. So I'm excited to just kind of amp up the production or the look of the studio or podcast set. Trying to think what else. Work was really good this week. I also got fitted like a month ago about for custom not monitors, but earplugs. Just because I really want to be cautious about protecting my hearing. And normally when I go to shows, I do wear earplugs, but when I play, I don't, because I can't really hear well. So these are like custom fitted, and it just lowers the decibels so I can hear stuff really clearly. Still, I haven't really used them yet, but I will soon because I haven't had the chance to. But they feel nice and comfy, and they lock right in. So really stoked about that. And let's see, what's today? Thursday. Yesterday I went home for Thanksgiving or Blackout Wednesday. Shout out my buddy Theron, a long time homie of mine, and just went to the bars with a bunch of people. And back at West Bend, it's basically like, I feel like some people don't have the holiday Blackout Wednesday, but it's basically the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. All the like when I was in college, all the college kids, or even out of college, like you're back home for Thanksgiving, and so the night before we all get really drunk at the bars, and we went to Blondie Pop and Collins Deck Bar and just saw so many old faces. And I love it because I'm just kind of catching up with people. I'm like, what the fuck have you been up to? Like, what the fuck? And it's really cool to see and hear where people are at. And it's cool, too, that people have been keeping up with me. And I got a lot of compliments and encouragement and affirmation. And so if you're watching this and you're there and you said what up, that was a really fun night. I'm glad it happened. And yeah, drove back today, had some Thanksgiving dinner with my parents, my little brother in Milwaukee here. And yeah, I've just kind of been nursing a hangover today as well. I took like a nap earlier and yeah, just kind of laying low. I was on like Facebook watching videos for the last like an hour before taking this video, just kind of like bored. Like I wanted a skateboard, but just not really feeling it. Just kind of like trying to find something to do. So I was like, oh, I got a vlog. So I was playing guitar this morning. It was really nice hanging out with my dogs at my parents' house in West Bend, and playing guitar. There's a guitar there that used to be my Lolo's, who's no longer with us, but he basically showed me my first ever guitar chords. And fortune thing fell off, but this is a picture of me learning my first ever guitar chords. So he's a big inspiration of mine, and he has a guitar that my parents have at their house, and every time I go back there I play that guitar. And it's not even the nicest guitar. It has like, I think it's called nylon strings, like the kind of plasticky, and kind of a Spanish sounding guitar. And I don't know what it is, but I think it has some like magical powers or something, because I write some motherfucking good songs that I love on that guitar. And maybe it's just a mixture of that guitar sounding different and just being home and just having like the comfort of that is just really nice. And I started to work on some songs that I've had in the back pocket for a while, so really excited on those. What else we got? We got on Saturday, we are playing at the Subterranean in Chicago. So this is going to be the biggest Social Sig show in Chicago yet. Opening for Axe and the Hatchetmen and Calico Loco, both Chicago native bands, and really fucking excited for this show. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of people there. I'm surprised that maybe it hasn't sold out yet, but we shall see. I'm doing a lot of marketing today, and I sense it's a lot of people today and tomorrow. And just trying to get a good crowd there. It's gonna be fucking nuts. The Sub T upstairs is like, I've been there before, and it's a really cool ass venue, so extremely excited for that. So I guess I'll let you guys know how that goes. And whew, yeah, just plugging away. I finally got man, I don't even know what it's called, but it's basically a sheet that confirms the beginning stage of having an LLC, so that's really exciting. I basically now have to I think I gotta refresh on what the next steps are, but I think it's like describing on how the business is run, I guess. Articles of organization, or there's a term for it, and it's just how I operate. So that'll be really fun to just like include merch sales, music, but also the podcasts, and having that all under the umbrella of Social Sig. So really stoked on having the LLC. And it'll be nice to set this up right before the new year, so I'll have like a tiny amount of stuff that I'll have to do with the taxes. Shout out Jimmy from Motel Breakfast who recommended this, but like it'll be a good trial run to like make sure I'm doing it correctly before next year when I have all this shit that I gotta document in. So that'll be cool. And yeah, man, just working on some videos and stuff. I guess I'm always editing. What else did I do? Did Sunday do I do a podcast? No. Yeah, I guess the next podcast is technically not until December 5th, I believe. and kind of taking a breather with the holidays a little bit, but I got some cool ones in December lined up. I've had a lot of people reach out about wanting to hop on the podcast, and I want to have homies on first, people that I know and I'm pretty close with. I mean, in the past, I have had people I had just met, but moving forward, I definitely want to just kind of keep it with people I already kind of know, or maybe someone really recommends someone like a mutual friend. I've had a lot of random people kind of hit me up, and it's really cool to like reach out and ask for the opportunity just to hang out and meet somebody new. But just where I'm at right now, and it's like at my house and stuff, and just inviting over a stranger feels kind of weird to me. But yeah, maybe one day I'll be in a studio and have bigger production behind me, so that'll feel a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, right now I just kind of want to keep it to that. And I have a bunch of homies that I want to have on before having more random people, unless it's like yeah, like if it's like a band that I know. Yeah, I don't know, just kind of playing it like that. And I feel like there's a lot more stuff going on, but I can't really think of anything right now. I've been skateboarding a lot, which has been cool, like inside my apartment. Really working on a lot of flat ground stuff, and yeah, it's been really great just to get the body moving. And I'm just thinking maybe I should skateboard tonight, but it's already like 10:45 ish, so it can't be so loud. All right. Well, thank you again for watching slash supporting. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Hope you had a wonderful day with your family and maybe friends. And seriously, y'all, thank you so much for supporting the Social Sig Project. I have felt like the last few shows, like Linneman's in particular, and then Cactus Club, like these shows just keep getting way more fun and more fun. So really, really stoked to be able to do them and just be putting out some positive energy in a chaotic world. And I hope that I am a example and trying my best, and really appreciate you guys so much. So I love you all. And hopefully see you at a show. Also, next Milwaukee show is at the Collectivo Backroom on December 10th. Haven't been doing a whole lot of promoting on that one yet, just with the Cactus Club show last weekend and now the Chicago show. But after this weekend, gonna be pushing that one really heavy, so it's gonna be a really fun one. Hope to sell it out for the third time in a row. That's gonna be fucking crazy. It's with Moonglow, and then like it's kind of a city pop funk band right out of Milwaukee here. Fucking phenomenal group of dudes. And excuse me, the North 41, which is a band from Chicago coming up. So I'm interested to hear what their draw is like, and it should be a fun night. So it's gonna be fucking fun. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks y'all so much. I love you. Bye.